Hi everybody, my name is Zoe Andike.
I'm Avery Jenkins.
And we are here at the lovely DeLaveaga Disc Golf Course here in lovely Santa Cruz at the Meet the Pros Skins Match event. It started all the way back in 2007 with some star players Steve Rico, Nate Doss, Ken Climo, and Des Redding. This year our lineup is very special. Nate Sexton, Ricky Wysocki, Paul McBeth, and Eagle McMahon.
So a skins match, very unique for disc golf. Typically you'll play all 24 holes at the DeLaveaga course, and each hole is worth $50 per skin. Now, if you tie on that hole or two people tie, that skin carries over to the next hole, and that does build. The cool thing about that is you only really need one really good shot to win a bunch of money here. So $2,000 up for grabs. Let's get to the action.
Hello and welcome everyone to the 2019 Meet the Pros Skins match from DeLaveaga Disc Golf Course in Santa Cruz, California. We've got some great players, we got some great commentary. Zoe and Avery on the course, BigSexy in the booth, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
And we've got a three-part series. This is part one, each one consisting of 8 holes. Our coverage is sponsored by Earth and Hymn CBD Specialties. Fast next-day shipping at earthandhymn.com. By Discraft, the world leader in disc sports. And by Grip Equipment, the world's premier disc golf bags.
Biggest motivation for playing the skins match, I think it's just history. This is something that I remember when I was like a young little lad out here. This was one that I remember seeing, like Manabu, you know, Japan's finest out here, and Climo and Schot and some of those players. I saw them out here playing in this, so that was just something cool. I was like, what is that? Like, what's going on? I didn't really know what skins was, so now I'm in the position to be playing this. So I just take the opportunity when it comes, and I think it's just something that the fans out here really like. With the skins format, I think it's just gonna be run everything. You know, try to get it close and then get a putt, and if not, you know, it's a weird opportunity that you'll get to try to throw something in from distance, which if you're playing a tournament scoring round, you don't really get that opportunity because you want to keep it close. But here, it's more entertaining that way. Is if you're not the closest one, you can still run at it pretty hard and try to make that big putt for the crowd.
Man, I mean, an opportunity to show off in front of the fans, an opportunity to play against the best players in the world. I've seen this match for years, and I always kind of thought, hey, man, when's it going to be my turn to get invited to do this? So I'm excited just to be a part of it and square off against Paul, Rick, and Eagle. I think that's about as good as it gets. My strategy is just play super aggressive, run every putt, hopefully knock down some giant ones, put the pressure on the other guys to have to lay up to force the pushes. So I'm just going to kind of play crazy and try not to give anything up, try to just kind of go for every shot and make other people make the decision to lay up to preserve the skins money if they have to. If I'm going to win some skins, it'll be thanks to some long putts with that R-Pro dart. I think those will be important if I can throw in a couple 60, 70 footers. And it's going to be all about getting those bonus birdies because, you know, it's too good of players to win any skins on an easy hole. I figure you're going to have to throw in a 2 on some of the really hard holes to have much of a chance. I'd love to get a 2 on the I-5 hole. I think that would be good enough to win a skin, and that would be fun. I've done it before once in the tournament just with a throw-in, so it just takes a great drive and then kind of a lucky shot, get it up there in the right airspace, and maybe walk away with a good 2.
This skins match for many years has kind of been like the most prestigious skins match. I mean, I remember seeing videos of like Felber, Ken Climo play it. So as soon as they asked me, I was like, of course, I want to be a part of it. I don't think there's ever going to be that many skins built up because there's always like the one hole that just one person's going to birdie. Almost every hole out here could be like that. So I don't think the skins are going to build up. So basically just try to birdie every hole. I'm just looking forward to going out there, getting another round in at De La, talking with fans, and playing with Ricky, Nate, and Paul.
I think the rain's going to hold off, but I've played, I think 2 or 3 practice rounds already out here, so I've got a lot of reps in with the new changes, and it's still a typical De La. It's got a lot of teeth, but out here it's going to be a fun. These players have fun attacking the course. I think just having a chance to win some money and being able to throw some shots maybe that we wouldn't be able to in a regular tournament because it's not stroke play. So I think just throwing the most aggressive shot on every hole and seeing where it gets you and really running every shot. That's the most exciting thing for us and the spectators.
All right, a quick recap just to refresh you guys' memory on how skins works. This match has 40 skins up for grabs over the 24 holes. They have a few available to add in on the more iconic holes. Each player is automatically awarded 2 skins to start the match, so nobody goes home empty-handed. On each hole, the player with the lowest score will win the skin. If it's a tie, it pushes on to the next.
All right.
They're going in age order here, so Eagle's getting the honors.
I think that's a good point by Eagle that there's so many of these holes really play as bonus birdie holes. And Eagle's gone wide right. So many trees in the way.
Next up, Ricky Wysocki.
So nice kick, though, and right off the bat, they doubled this one up to $100 to get the match started. Hole 1 is a very tough birdie. 315, pretty deceiving. It's much more difficult than that would suggest.
And that's going to be hole 4 or 5 this year for the new layout that we're going to have, but we'll get to that once the tournament coverage starts.
We have McBeth.
Ricky also up there kind of in range, maybe for some kind of a putt.
Paul going a little bit tighter line, catching that early tree. Oh, he still has to negotiate the mandatory.
Nate Sexton.
Clearly getting the loudest applause, which is normal for you.
Yeah.
And so you guys are naming the disc that you're throwing on every hole, correct?
They're yelling out to us. There was heckling a little bit, was encouraged. You know, they're encouraged to ask us questions. So there was a lot of, what are you throwing? What weight? This is a destroyer.
Oh, and decent looking line, similar to Paul's. Looked a bit high at first, but was actually going to be nice under that ceiling. But you're just seeing there's so many trees in the way. This
And
hole
Paul-
is so hard.
Paul can pretty much just pick that up now. He's not likely to be a factor. I'm going with a Leopard 3 here.
Leopard 3 off the cage. That was pretty exciting. Do you think that was going to maybe draw some change without the limb?
Maybe. It had to be a driver to stay underneath. Here's Ricky.
Oh, my goodness.
And we're getting it started right away
Wow.
through the tiny gap.
Oh, goodness. Look at that. That's what's so special about Skins Match. Is right
Yeah.
from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about the results on any of these holes. So this is pretty exciting to watch for me. This is all live.
I close my eyes on a lot of them as well, so to preserve the surprise for
Oh,
myself.
and one of the rules with Tom Schot out here is you cannot get your disc out of the basket once it has been holed out until the hole is over.
It's a hard habit to break.
It is a really hard habit to break. So Eagle, this is an important push right here for $100.
Yeah, if he can make this, the money will carry over to the next hole to be won by someone at a later time. Long putt, good, decent effort, but Ricky is on the board.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, technically, all of you guys are on the board with $100, right?
Yeah.
So each player, you're getting paid a little bit just for showing up, and
Yeah. So Rick takes the early lead.
Wow, and drawn first blood on hole number 1. Ricky with the forehand birdie, winning the first skins of the match.
2 $50 bills because that was worth double. Oh, yeah.
the question is, where is he going to put that money? He's giving it to his caddy, just like that?
He's putting in the caddy bib, and Rick, with the young kid as his caddy, he was offering $5 and a disc per skin.
Oh, goodness. That's a pretty generous offer. And Rick going for that forehand Anheuser. That's a tough shot to get all the way to that pin. Obviously, hole 2 is, just like all of these holes out here, such a difficult green. Anything long can almost be a lost disc.
Mm-hmm.
And Eagle as well got the power to go that big sidearm Anheuser. These are pushing that back edge long. Needs to be a little bit more turn, but that squeezed through to a long look, maybe like 60, 70 feet.
Yeah, friendly roll. All with the backhand, really solid.
Yeah, and that's right around that 45-foot range. That tree that you see those players land by is kind of at that range where all players really have to make that decision if you're laying up or not.
There was a little first forehand of the day. A little low.
It looked like the first forehand of the year.
Yeah, it kind of did.
And this is not, you're not laying this up.
Of course.
No.
That's gone.
Oh my god. That's like legitimately gone. Did someone go get that thing?
Someone got it for me.
God, that's really kind because I would not have. Even if I were your caddy, I'd say, I'm sorry, buddy. That was. Oh, no.
And now it gets a little interesting because those are not pars.
Yeah, sure.
So, a 3 might be able to win this.
And now Rick is the closest to the pin and door open. But again, if he goes past the basket, Paul's got himself a skin. And did that just happen?
Just a
Oh, we
little
got to know this.
And it just spins out on him. Oh, and the reaction. Agony for Rick.
That is so bad, but so good.
But at least neither one rolled, so nobody gets a cheap one.
Yeah.
We got to push.
Yep. That's the worst thing. Someone winning a skin with a par with 4 top
Spectator is
players.
adding an extra C note for an ace. I want to see one of these fine gentlemen ace today.
Gladly accepted. Very nice. Awesome. Thank you very much.
This is a great time to make side bets on which hole is going to be acing, who's going to do it. This is also.
So after hole number 2, we get a push on some valiant efforts on the birdie, pushing 2 skins to hole number 3.
Woo! Here we go.
Ricky going Firebird.
That looks good.
Oh, wow.
Over the basket. He's probably 45 or 50 feet.
Hole 3 plays probably 25 to 30 feet of elevation drop. 354 feet. These guys are going spike hyzer to try to avoid these trees that are so famous for catching discs.
And that one was, in fact, caught.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, that is a 2-meter penalty.
And as you may be familiar with, California, specifically the Santa Cruz area, they're a bunch of old school disc golfers. They are rocking the 2-meter rule all day long.
Come on, Nate.
So the courses where the trees are the best catching anywhere in the world that they seem to like to go the 2 meters. The
At
most.
least it makes it a little more fair, I guess.
It's just a part of the whole scene out here. It's just
I'm
you know
also
what you're
going
getting.
Firebird here.
Yeah.
This is swinging pretty good. Oh, look at that. And that is putting the pressure on the boys because no one's really anywhere close to the circle. Rick's about
Yeah, he's maybe
35, 40.
45, 50, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, somebody's going to need to make a big putt.
and Paul's got to go side
That
arm.
is
Oh my
moving.
God. Not a bad drive for hole 4.
So hole number 3, Eagle McMahon forehand sticks up in the tree, and in California, 2-meter A rule in effect, of course. He's going to concede the hole, and we'll be waiting for him on tee pad of 4.
Nice to see the gallery trying to help out.
Ricky just off the
look
top.
at that. And you're going to have a tap in for $100.
I like those.
Oh, he's going to do the driver putt.
No, I'm just marking her.
Are you not going to do a driver putt? And a fist
Got to
bump?
get my putter warmed up.
So through 3 holes, taking the skins on 2 and 3. Nate Sexton with the birdie on hole number 3 with the forehand.
Woo! $250 bills coming in hot, brother.
Thank you.
Wow. Got a tie match at 4 skins apiece.
Something really special about this hole I just heard from Tom Schot is we're doubling up. This one's worth 2 skins. Woo!
Heck yeah, dude, this is the one to win.
Hole 4, the famous Greg Barsby roller ace hole. That is 10 years ago this year. So we're at the 10-year anniversary of one of the most famous aces really ever in National Tour history. Barsby winning against Nate Doss in a battle.
Yeah.
Nate Doss also had an ace that round. Just one of the classic showcases ever in the last round of a National Tour.
Here's Rick Sexton Firebird roller.
Oh, baby, that's what you want right there. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. And that's an almost guaranteed skin right there.
It's blind as well, so we're just kind of going. The players are just reacting to the cheers.
Right.
I like the immediate cash.
There's two plays in this hole. One of them's the forehand roller that you're going to see the first 3 players go with. and the other one's kind of they're both kind of sketchy. You look at the ground play there, and it's so inconsistent. It's blind. You're going downhill, and if you get the angle wrong or get the disc wrong, you're going down a cliff. And that's the other option right there. There's that little field goal post that you want to try to split that gap just as Paul has done. But that's really only the first part of the equation. Then you have to get through all those limbs, and it's just there's no end to the difficulty at this course from beginning. Each hole has its.
You're right about that. Eagle going after it.
And these players got the green light go. Ricky is pretty much all but parked. We got 140 feet. We got a little distance ticker. What's that about?
Just trying to play the game.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? 2 and 4 holes? Was that a Mako 3?
It was Mako 3.
Oh, look at that. That is what the fans came here for. And that's your tournament play, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Rip a Mako 3 at the pin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that every year. Strangely, I've never won this tournament.
Oh, goodness. So, I mean, Paul can go for this if he wants to. I mean, I guess you're still trying to push because you don't know what's going to happen with Ricky's, but...
Wow.
Excellent effort. And that actually probably would be Paul's play.
Maybe.
You're going to need it. You're going to need the
I was
trampoline.
rooting for a trampoline there because you got to leave it in the basket. I was saying, come on, trampoline, because if he lands on top of mine, but Rick's too smart for that.
I thought Ricky was closer than that. He still had to work for that.
He's too smart for it. He put it in the right side on purpose to stay away from my trampoline trap.
Yep.
You're not going to get him like that.
No.
So the throw-in by Sexton canceled out Ricky's park job on hole number 4. Now how many skins we got?
Now we
Moving to
have
hole number 5?
3 for $150.
There we go.
I'm going Destroyer here on 5. You just want to keep it pretty high. Kind of juiced it.
Yep. You kind of want to keep that on hyzer the whole way. And that flipped up to flat, which is going to leave not too bad of a putt.
No, not too bad.
30, 35 feet or so.
Oh, shoot.
But this is certainly, of the holes we've played so far, this is, I'd say, maybe similar to hole 3. And both are pretty similarly easy.
Yeah.
But this is definitely a hole that will be two'd.
Eagle going hyzer, and he keeps the angle really clean here. This ought to be pretty good, and it is.
There's 2 good looks at 2. I didn't see where Ricky came down, but it can be really tricky in that area.
He's a bit obstructed.
Ball that's got to get up and over or through the other option. And so you can see Ricky's got a putt, but it's not the easiest.
Little low with the low ceiling. Paul also caught up in the tree.
Oh, big putt.
And he connects.
Obstructed just doesn't bother him at all.
Come on, Nate. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
And I said at the beginning that I wouldn't be a part of any pushes, so that's
No,
an
it's a waste of
intentional.
time.
That's an intentional miss.
An Eagle able to collect the push for the group. Earth and Him CBD Specialties carries the highest quality pharmaceutical grade CBD products. All products are third-party lab tested with the lab results at your fingertips. Visit earthandhim.com today and use code Jomez to get free shipping on your order.
Wow, some good action. As Nate said, he's not going to push any skins out here, so either going for it or missing.
We pushed the last hole.
And,
You pushed the last hole.
That's the case.
But not on Nate, though. Eagle actually made the push. Push on to hole number 6. In the long position.
It's in the long.
Traditional.
Yep, traditional as the players know it. This one is worth the most money yet, 4 skins or $200. I think we had a question in the audience. Let's see, what was it? We need to know the player's favorite flavor of ice cream. As you tee off, you're going to have to tell us your favorite flavor of ice cream beforehand. Thank you.
All right, we're thinking too much about the ice cream.
Let me get
Think about the ice cream.
Think about the ice cream. Yeah,
like a chocolate peanut butter or something.
No, you gotta say why you're throwing.
Chocolate peanut or something.
Oh, no.
Dude, really?
Shut it out.
That's a cop-out, man. Get specific. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Chocolate peanut butter.
Something?
Yeah, that you could throw some other add-ins if you need to, but
come on. I need brand affiliation. I need to know more. Ooh. Maybe some peanut butter on the finger. That's an early release.
Yeah, it is. Friendly tree.
Oh, friendly tree has been granted, but that is a long putt. 45, 50 feet at least.
Peanut butter banana.
Oh, peanut butter banana.
Who's ever even, I mean, where do you even get that?
I mean, Ben & Jerry's makes some banana flavored ice cream. Yeah.
Rick parks it.
Yeah. What is it? Was he throwing a champ firebird?
I believe he was. Let's see it one more time.
He says it in his throw.
Oh, that's what he told. He misinterpreted the rules, and he was telling me as I was throwing out, as I said chocolate peanut butter, he's like, no, you have to throw it. You have to say it while you throw. It's like, I don't think that's what they meant.
I like green tea though.
Non-dairy. Non-dairy.
Yeah, non-dairy, exactly. Ice cream. Eagle McMahon is definitely not eating any cream.
No.
So green tea, just green tea matcha.
This is going fast.
Oh. Maybe some mochi balls.
Yeah, he would go for
Favorite
that.
ice cream, probably mint chocolate chip.
Classic. I'm going to go with streetcar churro dough made by Cool House. If you haven't had it yet, wow. There's some work to be done here to push the skin. Ricky might be looking at a cool $200. Unless Papa Nate has something to say about it. Ooh.
A little low. Went with the R Pro Dart.
Still need to get that peanut butter off your hand, buddy.
And Paul sails it.
Okay, well.
One man.
This is a
left
long,
to do anything about it.
long putt. Oh, my
wow.
goodness. That's a year's supply of chocolate banana ice cream.
You wouldn't really expect this to be the hole that does it, but Rick, not worried about it at all, takes $200 and a big lead.
Look at that. He's got $300 in the pocket already.
Let's go, dude. You want yourself another couple discs. All right.
So, that was exciting action right there in the historic De La placement on hole 6. We've got 4 skins being won by Ricky at $200. I believe his caddy's coming up to take this one. Woo-hoo, that's
In
hot.
the pocket. You know where to put it. There you go. Yeah.
All right, Tina.
Good job. Good work. All right.
I hope this kid is learning an important lesson about taking this money, putting it in the bank account, letting it
That's $100.
accumulate some value over the...
Oh, I think so. Hole 7, 393 down the tunnel, kind of sloping away the whole way. This is a pretty shot from Ricky.
That is so pretty. Just fading a bit right. Needs to hit a tree like he has done, but that is not an easy putt left.
See if you can hear Tom Schot yell something immediately after this comes out of my hand. Wimpy.
He said wimpy?
Yeah, like, I felt like to me, the instant it came out of my hand, wimpy.
Oh, he gave that time to fly.
He did, but I couldn't complain. I mean, it was very wimpy.
Tom Schot, of course, is the tournament, the former tournament director, the original course designer back in 1984, and also the event coordinator for the skins match. Has done it for all the way back to 2007.
We owe that man a lot.
Yeah, Tom Schot is a classic down here in Santa Cruz.
Let's get one up there.
Ooh, look at that. That's the pro move. Hit the tree, get the roller forward.
Back in the woods.
Back into the woods. You got any crazy ideas here?
Definitely trying to make it.
Wow, that was a good height. Looks like the torturance was off, but the furtherance was correct.
You're going to have to give me a glossary.
Okay, well, I'll get back to you after. I got to contact Billy Crump real quick on my Rolodex and see what those things mean, but I know he used to say them.
And now, Eagle from the woods, nothing happening. Ricky, unable to connect.
Yeah, a 2 on hole 7 is a hole that feels like that's a skin hole.
Yeah,
6 is
definitely.
not quite skin worthy, but we can just say that Ricky birded this one and earned his skins. If you want.
Sure.
But he didn't. That's not what happened.
It's for the push.
Eagle taking a brief second to throw, and that's a putt that I would... Okay. That's what I like about this event. You get to see these guys in their much more casual nature, just being silly, being themselves, and having fun throwing discs and not in that hole.
So through 7 holes, that was a push. Now from 2 skins, pushing on to 3 skins on hole number 8.
And actually on this tee pad, we're going to ask the crowd, is there any really good questions out there for Paul McBeth? First hand up.
Not all at once.
Right here.
Hey, Paul, when did you start playing? How old were you?
I discovered disc golf very young, probably about 5, but I started playing when I was 13 or 14.
You hear that? 13 or 14. There's still time, everyone.
Can I get one in?
One right here from Nate.
Hey, Paul, who's the first pro you ever met and pretty much the guy that inspired you to get
First pro I ever met was Nate Sexton in 2005, Junior World Champions. He was there caddying for his future wife.
Yeah.
Future wife. And
First PDGA round you ever played?
first PDGA round I ever played was in front of Nate Sexton.
Everything might have been different had I not.
And Schot led.
There's a good chance.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.
Good question.
What's that guy doing? Point in the right direction.
And,
True story, Flagstaff, Arizona.
And Paul Uleberry also says that you're the first pro he ever met.
My roots run deep.
Although some might say that might be Dan O'Ginley, but wow. Okay.
That's perfect.
It confirms the theory I've had. The roots do not exist in this hole. They're merely an optical illusion.
It seems plausible.
Except I rolled my ankle on one of those today on this hole, so maybe they do exist.
Oh, my Prius brethren couldn't help me out, and I'm out of bounds there with the R-Pro dart.
That would have been poetic justice, though.
This looks good.
This is like,
Whoa,
from the
fast.
tee, definitely the most aceable looking shot on the course.
Paul.
Oh, a bit of a yank.
Boy. So is Rick? I mean,
Nate's
Rick is
making
in
him
position
nervous.
again
Mm-hmm.
on a fairly easy hole.
Well, Eagle's got a good look at it. But Rick's got a real good look at it.
Yeah, Rick's got a no doubter.
And we'll see you on A-Day.
Yeah, I've conceded.
Bye-bye.
Eagle from 40, 35.
Oh, no. Come on.
And Rick's not worried about that at all. He's going to do it again. Tap in. Collect another $150.
This is a hole that I feel like all 4 of you players are going to birdie in the tournament. That's a surprise to see this hole get won with
Hey,
a...
we want to remind
With one
every
birdie.
spectator, stay with us.
Everybody, there's another couple discs.
Wow. Rick is just cashing in right now.
Wow, Rick stealing the show, taking home another 3 skins. And
100, 150. Who's coming up to take his money?
He's already got a B tier win, and he's just 8 holes in.
Best caddy I've seen out here. Yeah. Woo! Don't tell the other guys that.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Part 2 is available right now at patreon.com/JomezPro. Go check out the action.